There's a B8 debate. And then for the rest of it, I'll just shoot it at this angle, kind of.
Huh?
I want to shoot it at like an angle where it's like I get like some of the land and some of the thing. So shooting like this.
Hello. What's your name?
Tristan, Taylor's sister. Taylor.
Okay, do you want to restart?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Something I noticed in the Little Caribbean, which is pretty obvious, it's pretty much just filled with Caribbean people. I personally don't have a really big connection with it. It's more just like I live here, but I'm trying to get more like in tune with everything going on around me. So when they talk about going to the islands, I kind of wish I was able to go. I know there's stuff going on in those places, so that's one of the main reasons we don't go. But I feel like being able to experience, like being in the heart of the Caribbean, it'd be a nice experience, especially because I know a lot of my friends come from the Caribbean, and they do go there from time to time. So I think it'd be nice if I'd be able to go to like Haiti or Jamaica one day. I think growing up in America shaped it differently because like with our culture, I only hear stories about it. I've never been like actually a part of it. So it's like there's a big difference between actually being a part of your culture and then only hearing stories about it. When I like think about that, it's sort of just like I wonder how different it would be if I was like raised in the Caribbean instead of America. The language. Something I wish I knew more about was the language, because I have no idea what people are saying in Creole except for maybe like very, very few words. And even then, it's not enough for me to like get the big picture of what they're saying. I can't really use context clues with the words that I know. So I kind of wish I knew more about the language. Um, at least from my perspective, I think they're blending it into something new. Because like a lot of my friends, especially the ones that I've been speaking to for a while, they do talk a lot about their Caribbean culture. They still do a lot of things from their culture. Like they'll go back to hang out with family. They'll make like the food that they were raised with. Um, and some of them speak their like the language they would speak in the Caribbeans. Um, if possible, I'd like to pass on the food and the language because I think it'd be cool if my kids knew Creole and how to cook food from like Haiti, Jamaica, St. Lucia. Yeah.
My name is Ryan.
Ryan, hello
How you
Ryan.
doing?
How long have you worked here in this area?
Like 11 years.
11 years.
2014.
Okay.
Most customer here is like Caribbean people.
Yeah.
Caribbean, like from Jamaica, from Haiti, from Trinidad. Almost 90%.
90%? Yeah.
It's nice area. We like the neighborhood.
You like
Yeah, we friendly here and with the people. You know, we been here for long. So if we don't like it, we move long time.
Yeah. Just get out. Yeah.
We be happy to work here. No, we talk to some people like how is their culture, or we talk to them about their country. They talk about my country too. You know, like I always remember home, but you know, right here is a different culture from our culture. So like every time we see something new, we remember our culture, like the old stuff we live with.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Yemen.
Yemen?
Some Jews, from Caribbean. Some ships. Used to get ships from Trinidad. We have some juice from Jamaica, Jamaican juice. Some bun, some bread.
And I actually live in a neighborhood. Here is the little Caribbean. I am Caribbean, I'm Haitian. And one of the most rewarding things that about working here specifically is that I get to use my Creole speaking skills because I learned as a child how to speak Creole. I also work at the oldest house in New York State, which is the Wyckoff House. And why that factors in, so you get a 2-for-1. That's also an urban farm, and not only were the Wyckoffs themselves immigrants, but they had indigenous people assisting them, and at one point they also had slaves. So we're touching on a whole bunch in just this whole little community. And before it was the indigenous slaves, the indigenous Canarsie Lenape people were all throughout here. So it's a good feeling to be able to work and live in your community and to also be able to give back. I'm so thankful that sometimes when there is a Creole speaking customer that comes in, I'm able to communicate with them and help them with what their needs are. And I feel that's really important, especially in a neighborhood like this. So I'm grateful for that. Definitely, because we sell a lot of the Madame Couscous products. We also sell La Fe. We have actually a lot of West Indian Haitian products here. So I know that a lot of people are so happy that they are able to come here and they are able to get so many items and ingredients that remind them of home.
Grandpa, could you describe what your life was like growing up in St. Lucia?
Well, it wasn't too good. It wasn't too bad. I was more or less like a loner. Not that I have friends, but I was on the lonely side, you know. And because I had more freedom being by myself and doing things I wanted to do, because I was doing lots of drawing and lots of, you know, going to the woods by myself and, you know, things like that, making fish pots, you know, to go to the sea fishing. You know. Well, it was pretty good, you know, because I didn't grow up with a father, and which was really sad at that, but I didn't pay too much attention to that because, you know, I was treated pretty good by my mother, took good care of us. And then we never suffered. We always had something to do and a good life. So when I left St. Lucia, I went to Jamaica, you know, because I had signed for to join the army in England. But we had to go to Jamaica for training. And I went there for 4 years, and from there I went to England to finish my career. And I stayed there for 6 more years. And I came here when I married my wife. We got married in England, I came here. It was a completely different life from the life I had in England. So, but after a while, it took me a while to get adjusted to it, you know, to the lifestyle, because of different cultures, you know. I was 33 years. Let me see if I got correct. Yeah, about 33 years old I was. Yeah. But it was my intention at first to come here, you know, because like I said, I was in England. But when I went to Jamaica, I met a young lady, and I promised that if things goes right, we'll get married, you know. But since she came here, and she said her family was there, so she said she'd rather stay here. So she came to England, we got married, and I left England and came over here. Well, it was hard at first because, like I said, the lifestyle over here comparing to England, it was too different. Plus with the St. Lucia too, it's kind of different. But I tried to adjust to all three of them, or the two of them, you know. But after a while, I get used to it. You see the way of life here, and I had a good time here. I still do up to this day. I got no regrets. I can say on my side of the family, I came from very ambitious people, because my mother, although she couldn't read or write, but she was very popular in the village where I came from, because she was more like a medicine woman, you know, deal with bush medicine, and she had to go for examination because of complaints by other people that she wasn't qualified. But then once she found out she was qualified to do what she was doing, she was able to go to the hospital sometimes if a lady was in distress. Now, with pregnancies, she was able to work and get that resolved. But father's side and mother's side, it was very brilliant people. And most of them had careers with lawyers and doctors. And I tried to follow their footsteps, but you know,